Hey everyone, this is Gus. Let me see. Yeah. Hey. Sorry. Oh, sorry guys. I had to go up. That was the camera. Sorry. Sorry guys. Oh, camera. I have a small studio. Yeah. Well, let me see. Oh yeah. Hey everyone, this is Gus. Welcome to a new. I guess this is. Yep. That's the microphone. Oh, okay. This is Gus, and welcome to a new streaming of Drawing with Gus. Well, what we're doing right now, I'm using a new camera. I have my phone as a camera, and I have been very first time using this app called Droidcam, and I pretty like it. Well, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start creating a character for a children book out of nothing. I mean, it's going to be something that we create, and we will start doing this course. It's going to be something nice, but most of all, you're going to like it. So, being said that, let's start doing this. So the first thing that we are going to do is, for creating this character, is we are going to start trying to do the concept art. What kind of character? I'm thinking a turtle. Because I love turtles, actually. Yeah, I like turtles. When I was a kid, I have a bunch of turtles. Many of them don't survive, but well, anyway, yeah. Who was a kid that had like a 20 years old turtle? Not me. Well, anyway, but I really love turtles. I really love those reptiles. So I'm gonna try to do a turtle, a nice turtle, like a teenager turtle. No, not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because yeah. This is for a children book. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, little TMTM, are not good for the children books. But these are going to be good for children books. Well, before saying something, let me put you my information here. And I don't know where is my... Oh. Now is it? Okay, my name is Gus Duenas. I'm a professional illustrator and concept artist, and this is Drawing with Gus. Well, this channel is devoted to do art. Well, what I just think is this. This is my way to give it back to anyone that has done something for me. But many of the things that I pick up all these years in career is from videos on YouTube, for advice from people, and not only for that, it's also for other people that thinks that you are good in some way. So yeah, for that reason, I'm trying to do my best and help you out and help the people out. But that is not all. The other thing that I like to do is also making this up for you guys. So I pretty much know about this, and let me tell you, if you are starting and you are just a teenager and you have this talent and you are starting to do like illustrations, there is so many uses for in the illustration field, in the art field, that you probably don't know. Well, you can be an illustrator for medicine books. Probably you don't know that. Yes. So when I was in medical school, long time ago, there was this kind of books that probably don't exist anymore, but they were called the Philippe Latarjet. So they were huge books, like 6 tomes or something, 6 books from human anatomy, bunch of human anatomy, from tissue to muscles to organs to to bones, to pretty much everything. So the Philippe Latarjet human anatomy was the best. I mean, if you have a lot of money, you have to invest on those. I never had that big money, so I have invested in the lesser version, that it was like 2 tomes or 3 tomes or something. The Philippe Latarjet, there was like 7 or 8 books. I mean, books this big. I mean, like the Bible. So, well, but what I love most from those books wasn't what they have written in there. It was the images. I mean, I love the details and the techniques that they used to create And this is something that was created probably in the end of 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century. So I really love the style of those books. I really love it. And it was so detailed. Of course, there was anatomical books. I mean, yeah, it was an anatomical illustration. It has to be detailed because you need to know where every organ is, where every vein is, where every artery is, or every nerve is, if you want to save a life. Yeah, that is how precise those were. But I really love it. I really love those books. And that was being said about that. That was, I love the most, like a drawing. So I said, no, yeah, I've been an artist my whole life. I mean, being since I was a kid, I love to draw. I had this coordination or talent, hand, eye, mind coordination. So my spatial wall, it can be expressed in lines. That is the good thing about art. Well, that is a talent that you are born into it. But if you are not born into it, don't lose your time. Don't waste your time. Let me remind you, unless you are a retiree and you have nothing better to do with your life than being an artist or try to do flowers or flower pots and that kind of stuff, well, I tell you, probably this life is not for you. If you're a teenager, or you're a youngster, or you are an adult guy that I'm not sure about if he has talent, try to see if you have talent. If you don't have the hands to play the piano, don't step in there. I mean, even the talented artists are usually the starving artists. So if you think that this is gonna be the heavenly answer for your destiny, probably it's not. I was born with this talent. I being an artist, like trying to do serious academic art, not commercial art, which is the illustration. I mean serious art, that like doing what is this? Go to showcases, doing expositions and that kind of stuff. Exposiciones in Spanish, but I guess it's showcases in English. So doing these showcases in galleries, in art galleries, in this kind of like a bunch of artists in one place and so far, or collectives and that kind of stuff. I've been doing concert art. I've been doing not concert art like the concert art that you believe is concert art, because for many people, conceptual art is the thing that you do for movies, the thing that you do for children's books, for comics. They're trying to create a character or create a character for a book or something like that. That's not exactly concept art. Let me tell you, concept art is conceptual art. It's doing art with a concept. Like I'm doing like a little boat, this kind of Indian kind of boats that they were carved out of a log, and I just put it with a bunch of rolling fishes. I'm calling the Niña, la Pinta, and the Santa Maria, who were the Columbus ships, and I doing this as a protest against the colonization, the infamous colonization of the Americas by the Spaniards and that kind of stuff. And that actually, what I'm describing, it was a conceptual art that I really seen in one of those biennales when I was at the Biennale or Cuenca, which is in my country. There's other biennales all around the world. There's one in Venice, I guess another in Milano, and all others are in Brazil. And there is one in, I guess, in the Biennale Sao Paulo is the best. There's one in Argentina, I guess. I don't know if there exists in America. I mean, in the United States of America, in this part of America. I don't know. Frankly, I know there is Art Basels or Art Basels, which is in Miami, and there is somewhere in Europe. But yeah, that is when you want to be noticed by the world of the conceptual kind of artists, the real artists, the starving guys. So, well, if you don't have talent, being in that part is gonna be very difficult. I mean, you're gonna starve for real. And if you have a family, like in my case, I'm also a graphic artist and a Spanish copywriter. I've been advertising and creative stuff, creating scripts for commercials and that kind of stuff for a long time. I mean, several decades. Yeah, for a long time. So I know what I'm talking about. Every single beginnings is pretty hard. But the hardest part is try to recognize your limits. So we are going to do this time concept art for a children book. Right now, children books are pretty popular. If you're seeing what is this places in Instagram, on the other places, there is this kind of so-called illustrators. They have the same style, by the way, and they call themselves illustrators. And many of them are just copying one other styles. Copying one other styles is not bad. Is this step for you to develop your own style? I mean, copying other artists' style, that is normal. I mean, if you're an artist and you start, how you start academically speaking, how do you start doing art? Well, you start copying the classics. I mean, Michelangelo, Donatello, if you are a sculptor, or if you are even an artist, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Donatello, Andrea del Sarto, what is this guy? The German guy that I really like, Albrecht Dürer, etc. You start with the classics, and then with the classic, you go to the little more like in the same way of the classics, like 10 years, what's the other guy? Perrier. Well, those guys for the 19th century, the pre-Raphaelist movement. Yeah, you can just jump to those guys. On there, you can just go to the Impressionist movement. The Impressionists. Then you go to the Navies, which is the naive movement. Paul Gauguin was the maximum expression of the naive movement. Or you can go to the Fauves. Yeah, to the Fauves of Fauvism, which was like this Mon Dieu, Donatello, et le Fauves, which means, oh my God, Donatello among the beasts. So yeah, that was an expression that make the birth of this the Fauvism. So there was another guy for the Fauvism, and there was the guys for the pointillism with Seurat, and there's many guys, and then you can just jump to the deconstruction of the human, of the figure. The deconstruction is actually Cubism. It's the start of the Cubism. It's the deconstruction. So Picasso never tried to deconstruct any image. Picasso was trying to mix Cantabric art, I mean, art from the Cantabric region in Spain, the Bronze Age art, with the, what is this called? With the African art. So if you guys don't know, I'm from South America. We are heavily Spanish descendants. So, yep. Spain is just a mix of Semitic, African, Arabic, Jewish, Greeks, and Romans. So yeah, the Iberian Peninsula is basically the Creole of Europe. Oh, and don't forget those Visigoths, but the Visigoths were a bunch of Germans that they stay like what, 200 years in Spain. That's it. The blonde guys that you see in Spain right now are courtiers of Hitler. Yeah, because during the Franco era, during the 36, I guess 36 to 72, those guys, and pretty much during World War II, Spain was neutral, so it has Americans, British, and also Germans, mostly Germans. And the Germans, well, they like the morochas. I mean, the brunettes. So yeah, something pretty rare in the blonde and blue eyes Hitler Germany. So yeah, so for that reason, we have some blonde and blue eyes guys in Spain, courtesy of Germany. Well, anyway, but we also had the Vandals, who were also Germans. So, but they go through pillaging the whole Iberian Peninsula and they end up in North Africa. Why I know so much? Because I like to read, that's it. Bear with me. So what I'm telling you is there is so many things when you start copying the style of the masters, you start copying the style of the people you like, and then you start developing your style. So I'm gonna make a masterclass. It's not a masterclass actually. It's gonna be a little class. How can you develop your style? I'm not gonna tell you use mine or use this or use that. I'm gonna tell you how I did to develop mine. So it's a set of rules. It's a very ridiculous and very funny set of rules that you can just use it. And let me tell you, it will set you apart for the other guys. Because our style is not what is make us better. It's give us our own personality, our own language to our art. But pretty much the style is something that you develop develop in time, and the other thing is that you develop because you like it. That is pretty much the idea of the style. So I'm gonna make a class. So coming back to what we were discussing, well, you start copying somebody, and if you like that style, you keep that style in your mind, and it's in the back of your head like a little itch, and it will go with you until the day you die, because it's pretty much is gonna be part of your style. It's gonna be part of the set of skills. Everything that you learn is gonna be part of your style. That is for sure. For example, I develop a style doing watercolors that many people don't use in watercolors. Mine looks like pretty much that they were using frescoes. I mean, the same style, because I start copying in watercolor, very classic, the masters. I mean, the Renaissance, like Michelangelo. I love Michelangelo. Andrea del Sarto, and this other guy, Da Vinci. And I start copying their styles with normal models, with regular models, but pretty much copying those guys and just putting into the context of my own style, using my own models. Yeah. So that is the way for you to learn to develop your own style. You develop that way. So you start doing this kind of several skills, and those skills go to the max or to whatever is your max. And suddenly on time, this is gonna be your style. Many people tell me, this is not the way to use watercolors. Oh, because I'm self-taught. And who knows how you can do or use watercolors. Until many years ago, somebody will never consider digital art. No, they will never consider digital to be part of art. The medium digital was just for, weird computer programming. I mean, talking 80s. So many people knows that, but that is a problem, okay? So let's go and try to do this. But besides that, let me tell you again, my name is Gus Duenas. I'm a conceptual artist. Well, actually, I'm a conceptual artist. Yeah, that's true. I'm an illustrator, professional illustrator and concept artist, and this is Drawing with Gus. So if you want to help out these artists and this channel, just like and subscribe. Let me show you. The only thing for you to do, just like and subscribe. Let me tell you, if you have any kind of problem, with my hands or the movement or something like that, because I like to see that. I'm using right now the Wi-Fi on my phone to communicate with my computer, and I'm not sure it's not working. So well, probably next time I will use cable, USB. But anyway, oh no. Yeah, one way is like and subscribe. It's the best way for you to help out this channel, and the other way is perfect. Let's go, and you can just buy Clear Zero Paint. If you can buy Clear Zero Paint, I have what is this called? I have a link. It's a referral link, so every buy will be helping me out to have a little more money to to get my system a little better, because I was using my old camera that requires a lot of work. But I guess cell phones are better. Yeah, but probably I might use it. I might give it a try, like a month before buying the app. So anyway, that is what I have. And the other thing to help out this channel is, well, there is a link for PayPal in the header of this channel in YouTube. So if you want it, you can just buy me a coffee. It's like $3 per month. You can just go and make a donation. Could be a regular donation, $3 per month. And you will be helping me out towards getting newer equipment for this channel to make it a little more nicer. Yeah. Well, this is not my bread and butter. Actually, it's not, because as I told you, I do illustrations. I'm a graphic artist, and I work in both of those fields. Well, thank you so much, guys. So right now we're gonna pass strictly to the main artwork. So let me get the camera out. Yeah, I'm gonna get the camera out because I haven't programmed the camera. So since the camera is not programmed, well, we will have a problem there. So right now, let me see. Let me go. What is this? Let me go and use my PureRef. I'm gonna be opening my PureRef, but the other thing that I'm gonna be opening is my Click Studio Paint. Yeah, I'm opening Click Studio Paint right now. Yeah, Click Studio Paint. Let me draw something. So I'm opening Click Studio Paint right now, and I don't know if you remember, guys, but this is the thing that I did the last time, and I doing something. Yeah, this is the thing that I did the last time. I don't know if you remember, guys. This is my sorority sister that I did a new one, and let me go and create yeah, this is something that I'm doing. See, it's trying to create another kind of a style, pretty much like doing something different this time. So I'm trying to recreate a style. So everything that you learned using this medium can be used for another styles. This is my practice. But let me do a new one. This is Click Studio Paint. This is the program that I've been using all this time. This is 350 dpi's, and yeah, and this is the sun. So this is the watercolors, but this is the pencil. This is my pencil. So let me open my let me get a bunch of stuff that I have everywhere here in my desk. Yeah, let me open a new one. So let me see, where's the other? Oh yeah, let me see how I'm doing in my, what is this called? My YouTube. Let me get to my YouTube. Let me see my channel. Yeah. My channel. Yeah, well, I'm still live. Yes, I'm watching live right now. Okay. So I'm transmitting this. Let me see. So let me show you my Pinterest. What I'm doing right now. Let's see my Pinterest. Let me try to look in the Pinterest for a cartoon turtle. Cartoon turtle. There's many styles of turtles. I can use one. I can. I'm trying to find one style. Let me see a content turtle with one attire. Let's see what it showed me. This one is nice. Okay, so let me show you this. This is my Pure. So Pures is a program that I can use for have my how you call this, my let me get this view. Clear. Clear. So I have this view. So let me get. See, these are pretty much all the kind of art that I can do. You know, styles, ways to drawing that I can use to create my cartoon. This is the different kind of style that turtles exist. There are many. I mean, you can just I love this. This is something that you can use it for something. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I like the kind of the artistic. I love this because that it looks pretty much like the style I do. So yeah, let me see. Now we are gonna do this, and let me see how doing my. Oh yeah, okay. My live video is doing what? Oh yeah, okay. My live video is still I have 2 reactions. Thank you guys in Facebook. And let me open my chat. I forgot my chat. Let me open my chat to see who is watching there. Oh, yeah. So, well, let's say that you want to be an artist for children's books illustrations. Yeah, this is the idea. So let's go back to the main artwork. Okay. So let me show you something that you can do in the sub view. Import to the sub view. Oh yeah. So this is the sub view. This is the sub view, so you can just import or do something. Yeah, let me see which one I'm gonna use. I might use this guy. Where's this image? It's my Pinterest. This is the tools. Go to cartoon tool drawing. Okay. I'm gonna save this image. So I'm gonna save the image right now. Once it's saved the image, I go here. See this little thing here in the sub view, and you click your studio pane. You just click it, and it shows import. And you go to this, and voila, you have this. And you know what? You can just do this. See, you can just watch it all over, and you got the style that you want for your turtle. I like this turtle in particular. So let's do some style of these turtles. Okay, so this is gonna be my pencil. So let me do the style of the turtle. Okay, this is too big. Okay, so my friend's gonna be, his name is gonna be, you're gonna love it, is Pinty. Why Pinty? Yeah, because he's painted turtle. He's a painted turtle, hence the name Pinty. Oh, very creative, guys. Yeah, very creative. So he's a painted turtle. So this is my style, and this is the first part. So I have some let me see, I have some, let me tell you how you guys are hearing this, because I have some like so this guy is Pinty. This Pinty is gonna have this 1, 2, 3. So this is Pinty, and Pinty is gonna be so nice. I mean, so we just create this guy in 1 minute. I mean, you can use a little of this, guys. It's gonna be my dear turtle. Pinty is gonna be like a teenager, so no. Let me do something. Yeah, let me do something better. No, is the country. Yeah, it's the country. Skateboard. Yeah, skateboard. Of course, it's not have to be a perfect skateboard. It's just this for the purposes of me doing the skateboard. So it's not gonna be a perfect skateboard. So Pinty is gonna be like a, and it has the you know, one is like this and the other is like this, kind of a, because one day I see in this kind of a series, I sing a series, a turtle, well, not a turtle, a guy that have this kind of, but you know what? I like Pinty, but I like Pinty smaller. So I need Pinty to be a kid. So let me make Pinty a little smaller, because it's gonna be smaller. So for that reason, I'm gonna make like this. Boom! Bam! Now you have Pinty smaller. So now it looks pretty way better. This is the way I like him. So let me do a little more of research. So this is one Pinty. Pinty normal. This is one layer. The other layer that I'm gonna create is the faces of Pinty. So I like to make Pinty like in the front. So let me get Pinty a little. There's no audio. Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah. So we have this oil in this other place. Yeah, this is the other. So we have the different phases of Pinty. So we have that, and then we have that fella, our friend Pinty, on the front. But before, let me do some kind of a texture here. Yeah, I need some texture. So let me use the pen for this. So we need to do some texture. Yeah, some texture here. Yeah, doing some texture in the clothes because so my friend Pinty is a skater. I guess I can make this a little bigger. I mean, a little longer, you know. Yeah, a little longer. Look for this part. Yeah. So I have this, and then we'll have to recreate this. So I'm gonna get rid of this guy. I'm gonna take this Pinty guy here, make it bigger because he's gonna be my reference painting, yeah, for the face. So I'm gonna make or start doing the duplicate of this face. Layer. So let's just start doing the new duplicate of this. Oh yeah. So let me see if we can duplicate that way. No, we're gonna duplicate a layer. Duplicate layer. What? There's no object to transform. Oh, okay. I have duplication. Duplicate this layer, and this layer have nothing. So duplicate layer. So yeah. So let me see this layer. How we can make Pinty like in the front. So we make these lines to know where the nose is, where the eyes are, and we make it the same way, but so yeah, let me see, where's the size of this? Yeah, this is only this size. and it has this protuberance here. So maybe a little peak here, because remember, turtles have a peak. So now we have Pinty in front. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got to make the glasses. Well, I'm gonna do one without glasses and one with glasses, just in case I wanted to get Pinty without glasses. So this is pretty much my pencil work. So I have this guy, yeah, and I'm making a new one with glasses. Maybe make the duplicate layer. Yeah, I gotta duplicate a layer. So I have this guy, but this guy is gonna be smaller. Okay, wait a minute. What I do have here? Cancel. So what do I have here? I have something in this place that don't let me. Put this in peace. Let me see now. So it's not here. So I have my friend here. No. Let me see. So whatever is here is gonna be erased. I don't know what is this. So let me get Pinty back. No, I'm still there. I don't know what's that. Whatever. So yeah, don't worry about this. Let me make it smaller, a little smaller, because it's gonna be like this. So let me make the glasses. So one is gonna be like a squarey, and the other is gonna be like round. Yeah, this kind of glasses exist, and let me tell you, I really love it. And probably I'm gonna buy one. must surely I'm gonna buy one. So this is my concept art character right now. We're just doing the different, you know, different expressions. So we have this guy, and let me make it a duplicate layer. Again, we're gonna be duplicating this layer. We are gonna be duplicating layers a lot because we need information about different expressions. So let me go. Of course, I don't think. Yeah. And you can have another one. So we are gonna create a bunch of information because we need expressions. If you are making like a children book character, you need to do the expressions because you're gonna see how they look like, how the eyes will be. For example, in this one here, no, this one. Pinty laugh. And this one, when you are laughing, your beep off, you usually pretty much close your eyes. So it's gonna look like this. See? And let me do like the, no, it's this, no. Is this? What's this guy? Is this guy? No, this guy is this guy. So let me do here the, see? Now you have the other expressions a little more worry. And you will finally have another expression, but for that, let me do this. Oh. So I'm gonna get this, all these pinches, and gonna create a folder. Layer folder. Let me see these guys. And this folder is called From Expressions. So I have a folder for the from expressions. So I can get this folder and make it smaller. So I have more space for the from expressions. See? I have more space for the from expressions. So I can just can make this guy here, and I can duplicate this guy. So duplicating these guys, we have these guys here, and I'm gonna make him matte. Yeah, I'm gonna make this Pinty matte. Pinty is gonna be matte here. So yeah. So see. So it's gonna be like this, but it's gonna be like this, like this, like this. Yep. And you have different expressions of Pinty here. The same, you're gonna make expressions for the other side. So let's do this guy and keep this guy. Now I'm gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna put all these guys here. So we have all these Pintys. And we can have this guy here. Oh, no. So we can have this Pinty here, here, and this other Pinty here. See? So I have the different expressions. Some expressions, not all of them, but I have my expressions. So let's start with the other view from expressions. This is the profile. So yeah, we have this Pinty. I'm gonna make it here, and I'm gonna make a new where's a new folder layer? Folder insert layer, yes. File expressions. So we have the profile expressions right now. So let's start duplicating. Duplicate layer. So yeah, I have this, and let me tell you, I got this guy. So, oh, what's this guy? Oh, there you are. Okay, so we have this expression here. Let me copy again this layer. We have this expression here. Jump out this way. So okay, we're doing the turtle. Let me make a new layer. Duplicate this layer again. Once we duplicate this layer, okay. See, we have another expression right now. He is like panicking, he is angry, he's normal, he's happy, etc., etc., etc. So we have our different expressions. So we have our different expressions, and we have our friend Pinty. So this is Pinty, and these are the expressions. So yeah, so you have all the ideas in just one file. You have all the ideas in just one file. Now let me tell you, you have this for you, which is this, it's got a soft view, so you can put a reference image, so you can base your ideas in your images. Of course, I have my own style of drawing. It's not the same, but I have my own style. And you know, these are the same expressions. So I have Pinty, this is the size, this is the order, and also I have Pinty with the different expressions. So this is pretty much the first part of creating a character. The other are, you know, like the character and different sizes, different expressions, because at the end of the day, we're just creating. So this is super simple, so you have seen. This is super simple, as you have seen. We just did it in 1 hour. So the best part is not creating the character since the beginning. The best part is just creating the different expressions, because at the end of the day, this is the things that you are gonna use. Let me get that. Okay. Oh, so at the end of the day, this is what you're doing. You are trying to create this character that I have here. So you are trying to create this character, and you are trying to work with this character. So it looks like pretty straightforward, but it's a little more complicated. I have a lot of experience. So for me, it's super easy, but for many people will need a lot of time. Also, let me know if you want me to tell you how to do concept art using a sketchbook. I mean, half of my concept art is pretty much done in a sketchbook. It's not done in a tablet. I'm doing it in a tablet right now because I have a certain idea what I'm looking for. But pretty much the whole concept art that I've been doing is using a sketchbook. So, well, this is all for today. Thank you for joining me in just 1 hour. We just done a character out of nothing, in less than an hour actually. So we are creating this character, and it's gonna be a tutorial how to create a character for a children book. And we are doing a turtle because I love turtles. That's it. Being said that, the other thing is, next time we're going to try to find styles. What is the best style that you think your drawing deserves? Because for many people don't understand this. For many people think that is super easy. Once I have the character, everything comes naturally. No, because probably the reference that you have for colors won't work. I mean, for you, you will say, nah, don't work for me. Well, that's the truth. It sounds so unprofessional, but that hasn't that huge tutorial, psychology of the colors and that kind of stuff. No, but it's pretty much like a hunch. It's right from the gut. I told you, nah, that's not the way. So for me, that works a lot. I work with a hunch a lot. I create my characters first. I do the sketch like the one that you see. It will take me a lot because the last character I did for a children book called Daisy T-Rex has dyslexia. I try to find like different aspects of the same character. I also make like a very rough sketches and it shows to some of my peers and said, which one do you think you like the most? I never explaining what this was for. And also show my wife. And all of them point to one character that I put. That was the simplest one. And I said, okay, I will start working in that. And then I start creating the colors based on that character. So they told me, oh yeah, make this, make that, make that. And I make perfect. Once I finish, people love it. And then I start working the expressions, working this, working that. But I already have the character. That is pretty much how this works. Many people don't know, but this is not like yeah, I blow and you have a bottle. No, it's not that easy. So, well, next time we are going to go a little deep on the character, trying to find psychology, find colors, and trying to give you something more interesting about this. Right now we have Pinty in his different poses, and we have Pinty also in his different thing. And I give it a name, Pinty. Okay. So, well, guys, it's because it's pintada, which is painted in Spanish, and I like the name. A little Spanish for you. Well, anyway, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Gus Duenas. I'm a professional illustrator and coaching artist, and this is Drawing with Gus. This is going to be a series. I don't know how many chapters are going to be or how many videos, but it's going to be a series done live for you to see how to create characters, painting, choose colors, choose backgrounds, and choose the style that you're going to do it. For example, one style that I love it. I'm not telling you that is the one that you got to do. I put a lot of details, a lot of effort in the characters, and the background, the furniture, tends to be a little loose. I mean, I didn't put too much in there because I'm focusing in the characters because that's my style. But if you want to do it yourself, do it. It's not something that I just discovered. So yeah, it's not a secret of the trade. Many people do that. Well, anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. My name is Gus Duenas. I'm a professional illustrator. This is Drawing with Gus. And if you want to support this artist, well, very simple. If you want to help out this channel, let me get this way. What my friend is. Like and subscribe. If you like and subscribe this channel, you will be helping me out towards the monetization. Have money from this channel so I can just spend more on my equipment. Also, the other way, just buy me a coffee, $3. No coffee.com. I'm not using coffee.com anymore. Just do PayPal. Just give me the equivalent of a cup of coffee. I took a delicious Turkish coffee for $3. That's the price, pretty much. Like you buy me a cup of coffee per month. That's it. And you will be helping me out a lot. So I'm just encouraging the hundreds of people that like my channel. Yeah, 153. Please, beg you, help me. I need help. So yeah, this is not my bread and butter. The help that I need is for this channel. So yeah, well, the other thing is buy Clicky Studio Paint. I have a referral link, and I've been using Clicky Studio Paint for this whole time. And let me tell you something. I'm not a manga artist. So if you think that Clicky Studio Paint is just for manga artists and for doing manga, for doing comics, nah. I've been doing children's books with Clicky Studio Paint. Let me tell you, it's pretty good. So, well, I have other programs like Photoshop and Krita. So if you want me to do something with Photoshop and Krita, let me know, and I will do a tutorial from there. I have Krita 6 right now. Yeah, I guess it's Krita 6. So, being said that, that's the many ways to show your appreciation for me. The other way is, let me get that, is, well, if you are an author and you need an illustrator for your books, covers, creating characters and that kind of stuff, D&D games and that thing, go to my website, joinstudio.com. Just drop me a message, or yeah, send me a message through my YouTube channel, and I will answer that. But just for you to remember, this is my bread and butter. So no freebies. Thank you. And the other way for showing your appreciation is follow me on my social media. I have Instagram and also have X. Let me get that for you. And also I have X. So besides the fact that I don't like Elon, but I have X. Yeah. What can I tell you? Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week when I continue with this kind of tutorial. This is a tutorial, actually. It's going to be a class, how to create characters for children's books.